Thank you, Dr. General Sani, and thank you to Mr. Ashok Khosla for giving me the opportunity. Let me start with Tata Power, more than 100 years old company, started as a hydropower company. And the founder, Jamshedji Tata himself, more than 120 years back, said that clean, green, and affordable energy in abundant quantity. And I think what he said more than 120 years back is so true now also. And so in the same ethos, Tata Power, while had been in conventional generation for many decades, took a stand 2 years back that we will move away from conventional generation and become a net zero company, net zero carbon company in 2050. So, or before 2050, and we are now, of course, looking at a target much before that. This is in spite that the government of India has not taken a stand of when to become, but we thought we need to demonstrate the thought leadership, and no better way than to do an action and walk the talk of what we can do. And I think we are committed to this. Right now, we have 30% of our generation from non-carbon sources, and 2025, we will become 60%, and we will become about 75% by 2030. So very aggressive plans that we have at the utility scale. But I think there are three big areas that we are doing a lot of work. One is towards how to empower the customer. And I'm talking about rooftop solar. How we reach out to people and encourage they can generate their own electricity and clean energy, use it themselves, and also give it back to the grid or give it in so large number of our programs are going. We are right now in 100 cities and possibly the biggest player in the country in rooftop solar. The second area that we are working very strongly is on solar pumps. India has something like 22 million pumps, out of which 9 million pumps are on diesel. Now, diesel is polluting, as also it is spoiling the land in the villages due to spillage. And that's where, again, we have taken large number of initiatives so that we become the biggest player. Right now, India has just 300,000 of solar pumps and has plans of becoming about 4 million by 2025. We'll, of course, be a very large player, single largest player in this field. The third area that we have taken a huge initiative is in microgrids in villages. This was a program we started a few years back. The Tata Trust supported us. And the objective was that how do we bring clean energy in villages? And when we talk of clean energy in villages, we are talking about 24/7 electricity. Most of the places, the discoms supply electricity, but 24 hours in 7 days, not in 1 day. And that's where we thought that we need to bring certainty in the way this energy has to be brought. And this was a larger program in terms of providing access, universal access of energy, as also providing, working towards removing energy poverty. And we have in India more than 600,000 villages. We have come with the largest microgrid program anywhere in the world to set up 10,000 villages with microgrid. Unfortunately, last 15 months have not been the best period, but notwithstanding that, we've still gone and done about 200 villages, and we expect that once the situation improves, we will ramp it up. And when we talk of microgrids, it's not only the solar plant, the storage that we do, and also in terms of instead of diesel, DG set over there using bio-CNG. And how do we also create the ecosystem for development of micro-enterprise? And it's a unique program whereby we create the ecosystem by arranging for the villagers many of the industrial activities that they can carry out, starting from flour mill to oil expellers to various other outlets, consumer outlets that they can have for providing services to the people. And this is expected to bring about the village economy change and also the socio-economic dimensions, especially with the migrant laborers going back to the villages. So it's a great program. Our initial results are very good. We have, in a very short period of time, I would say just in 18 months, we have become the biggest players in the microgrid sector in the country with nearly 200 microgrids. But our ambition is, of course, 10,000 and maybe if things work out well, possibly. Now, this is as a commercial organization, our huge step and contribution towards decarbonization and which empower the people. Of course, the challenges are that while there has been a lot of discussion about providing concessional financing and green bonds and ESG, nothing has actually translated. So today, all these initiatives, all these programs that we do, commercial rates of lending, whether it is for the SMEs, the rooftop solar and the ground-mounted solar solutions are coming in, or for the villagers, the solar pump, there is, of course, a government subsidy under KUSUM. But there is much more that can be done. And I think it's very important that the policymakers, researchers, all get together and start delivering some of these solutions that they have been discussing about it. Because while there has been a lot of discussion and a lot of papers that have been presented, when it comes to translating them on ground, we are not seeing the type of results. We have on our own spent huge amount of money on R&D for the microgrid business or the solar pump business, how to make it more efficient. And how do we make it more user-friendly, especially in the rural area? And I'm sure that some of the initiatives that we are taking can become a path breaker in future for many others to follow. And we will be more than happy to support other partners who would be interested in taking up niche activities in these areas. So from Tata Power side, we are committed to this. Along with this, we are also working in areas on demand side. We have huge programs on demand response and demand side management, and wherein we encourage people to go for high efficiency equipments, the home automation solutions, the ESCO services. And of course, now we are the biggest player in the EV charging. So we have the largest number of public charging, about 600 of them. We have 3,000 of home chargers, and we are virtually 50% market shareholder in this business, and it is ramping up at an exponential pace in this year and in future year. So from Tata Power side, as a utility, we strongly believe that the future is for bringing many of these new solutions, clean solutions, and this will to a large extent bring a paradigm shift in the way energy can be produced and used. So thank you once again for the opportunity, and if there are any questions, I would be open to respond. Thank you.